Good morning, welcome to the allotment, and today it's the 20th of July. Just throw that bucket down there. I'll show you what I'm doing in a second. So I'll give you a tour of the plot in a short while, but I'll get the first job done. So I'm going to start to plant the Christmas potatoes, or winter potatoes, whatever you want to call them. So these should be ready, if I plant them today, they should be ready towards the end of November. Now, last year we had a frost towards the end of November, and I know that hit a few people who were doing these Christmas potatoes. And luckily or unluckily, I didn't do Christmas potatoes last year. Normally I plant them in August to lift them just before Christmas, and if I had done that I'd have lost the whole crop. So I was lucky to get away with it last year, but like I say, this year I'm going to plant them a bit early, so hopefully if we do get a frost in November, which is rare in the UK, but if that does happen, I will still get a crop out of them. And I'm going to plant two ways, so I'll swing the camera around and just show you that. Okay, so you can see there I've got some buckets. In fact I only need 4. I've got 5 there. I might use one as a tripod stand. I've got some compost, and probably don't recognise the bed, but the bed is the one that had the tough ball onions in, which I lifted a few days ago. So my plan is twofold. One, I'm going to start some in buckets, so there'll be 2 tubers going in each bucket, and there'll be a mix of fresh and used compost in each of the buckets. And then I'm going to put 2 rows in the bed, and there'll be 6 tubers of each in each row. Okay, so the varieties I've got are Charlotte and Pentland Javelin. So that'll be an interesting comparison. Both suitable for summer planting, it says. Plant now for Christmas, and it advises you to plant between July and September. But as I've already said, I'm planting early to hopefully get them lifted in November. And there's 10 tubers in each pack. Okay, I'm going to start with the Pentland Javelin. Those buckets are filled with used compost. I'm going to create a bit of a mix. This is very dusty, very dry. So like I say, it's going to be a mixture of fresh compost and used compost. I'm just going to add in some chicken pellets as well, just to give them a boost. Just be careful with these, I don't lose the labels. So Pentland Javelin, I'm going to put 2 tubers in. I'll move that bucket out of the way. I'll just tilt that to the camera. You can see there's a layer of compost in, and then the 2 tubers, and they're going to be covered with more fresh, and then some of the used compost. So the bucket's filled up to there, and I'll put these to one side and they'll grow away. One thing I must do is put the labels on. I should tie these labels onto the buckets. just drop them in at the moment. Prepare the labels on a little printer. I've got it home. Move that one to one side. I'll go and get another empty bucket or two. Okay, so just repeat the process. Drop some fresh compost in, mix it with some used compost. Add in a handful of chicken pellets, and then I'll get 2 tubers out. They will go in there, and then I like to add fresh compost around them. That will give them some more goodness to grow away with. Like I say, the chicken pellets will dissolve as well over time, and they'll add more goodness. So I can just top up now with all that used compost. Move that bucket over there. And again, it'll go away, so I've got the label, just leave that there, and I'll do all the proper labelling up when I've finished. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the process with the 2 Charlotte potatoes. Just need to make sure I don't get them confused, so I'll put the label in there. Lost my label. That's not good. Found it, there you go. Okay, so that's the first lot of potatoes done. Like I say, all that's left for me to do now is to water those, and then I'll do that later, fix the labels on. But what I'm going to do now is just roughly prepare this ground, and then when I've prepared this ground, I'm going to put the 2 rows in, 6 of each. So I'll get on with that. Yeah, I just need to move these buckets out the way. In fact, what I will do, that one's got some used compost, so I'll work that in a second. So I'm just going to hoe this over. There's a few small weeds. Sounds like a few stones as well. Right. While I'm doing this, I'll just mention a few other things as well that's been going on. So we've had no rain for weeks now, and everything's getting quite dusty. Move those out of the way. So I'd say we've been down watering quite a bit. This is the used compost I'm just throwing on. And what I'll do is make use of these chicken pellets as well. This ground was prepared for the onion, so can grow a second crop. I'm fairly confident of growing a second crop of anything on here due to the preparation that I did over winter. But these chicken pellets are what's left over from the brassica planting I did, so I might as well get those used up. Just get all that hoed in. And then what I'm going to do with this in terms of planting it up, I'm just going to use the trowel, dig a hole, drop the potatoes in, weed that, drop the potatoes in the hole, so the hole's not going to be very deep, probably about 6 inches deep. And then what we'll do at a later stage is cover with the straw as the potatoes start to come through. Okay, so that ground's prepared. I've just got to put the line in now, and then I'll do the one lot of planting. Okay, so let me just wind that in. Okay, so I've got the marker, pencil and javelin, and I'm just going to space them out. And what I'm going to do is actually place out the Charlotte ones as well. I'm going to stagger these a little bit. All it leaves me to do now is, like I say, dig a deepish hole, about 6 inches deep, and drop the potato in. It's certainly starting to warm up now. I had a problem with the camera overheating, so it must be getting warm. So we've got pencil and javelin and Charlotte. This will be a nice comparison. Hopefully we don't get any blight. That's why I've always tended to plant my Christmas potatoes late, trying to avoid any blight, but it's going to take a few weeks for these to come through, so I'm not that worried. Okay, that's the first row done. Got the second row. I've still got a cover for this bed. I think I'm going to need that for the potatoes, but and as I've said, when these come through, I will cover with some straw. So as soon as I see them come through, the whole bed will be covered with straw. Okay, so they're all planted. Put the trowel down. So all the potatoes are planted up. All that's left for me to do now is water these. The buckets are going to stay outside. One of the advantages of having the buckets is if We are forecast some freak frosts at the beginning of November. I can move the buckets inside and that should save them. Okay, I had a few problems with the cameras this morning, both overheating. Last job of the day is to do a bit of a harvest. So let me move along here. Okay, so there you are. I've got some lettuce leaves and a cucumber. While we're in the polytunnel, very quickly give you a little tour or a little look around. So the tomatoes are still not really ripening in here, which is a worry. Not a worry, but a bit of an annoyance. As you can see, I've got plenty of tomatoes on. We'll have a quick look in the small polytunnel as well. So everything in here has had a good soak. I've taken another cucumber plant out. This is potentially the next weakest one. I've just taken the last cucumber off that. And down this side of the greenhouse, we've got cucumber plants growing away nicely. They're reaching the tops now. The tomatoes are really doing nicely, but like I say, not ripening at all. Okay, so I'm going to finish off for today. I'll do a long tour in the next few days. Like I say, I've been coming down desperately watering things, but I think we're having probably one of our worst years ever in terms of getting crops off the allotment due to the weather. But we're still getting crops, and that's the main thing. So until next time, I'll say bye for now. See you again soon. Bye.